Bitcoin all-time high. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis, as well as the latest from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock-to-flow model, as well as breaking news as rumors continue to build up. Multiple cabinets pick support for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Multiple countries buying Bitcoin and haven't announced it. 5+ countries are looking to pass Bitcoin reserve laws. Plus 10 states will introduce strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation. We'll also be discussing VanEck predicts Bitcoin to reach 180,000 for this cycle, as well as Bitcoin price can fast track to 100,000 here in Moonvember. In fact, we're so freaking close, 65 away. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin hot on the heels of Google as market cap nears the coveted 2 million milestone, and the Bitcoin market cap just recently hit a new all-time high. Also interesting news, the FBI raids the home of Polymarket CEO Shane Copeland. That's right, the decentralized betting platform CEO was targeted in the morning FBI raid that seized his phone and electronics. We'll also be discussing on-chain analyst Willy Woo says Bitcoin is entering unfettered price discovery with the next price target now in play. I'll be breaking that down for you. We'll also be discussing the Bitcoin boom. Expert eyes 500,000 for the Bitcoin price, declaring 1 million absolutely within reach. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome everyone in the live chat. JV here live and in the flesh. I'm going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. Early stream today. And we're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. So spread the word. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to the one and only Oracle. The closing of InfoWars. That's right. I guess they seized all of his studio equipment, I'm assuming. Let's go. What up, JV? Shout out Gratefulness. What it do? Shout out OG Backroad Crypto Bootleg. Digital Dankness, that calloused Asian. He just pulled back a bit since his wife is having a kid. He wants to spend more time with his family. Referring to Mr. Jones, I take it. We're having a bit of a pullback, but it's all good. We just tapped the new all-time high yesterday during our live stream, tapping 93,500 over on Coinbase. Right now, Bitcoin is down 4,800 on the day. A great BTFD opportunity. Good morning, JV. Shout out Diana. Very early today. It's 8:10 a.m. in Seattle. That's right. They say the early bird catches the Bitcoin worm. But appreciate you guys being here. Let me go ahead and check the X feed. I'm going to go ahead and pin the stream to the top of the profile. First and foremost, shout out Max Kaiser. I saw he reposted a couple of my videos I shared here this morning. So thank you, Max. And I just went ahead and pinned today's stream at the top of the profile. You're going to find it there. If you guys can heart it, repost, all reposts with quotes or comments on the live stream over on X. I can repost it during the stream, shout you out, follow you back, and all that good stuff. So I appreciate it. And for example, Catherine Weaver just reposted Crypto News Alerts over on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and heart that, repost it. Thank you, Catherine. Shout out East Afro King, come join the latest crypto updates with JV and the fam. Thank you, East Afro King. Just reposted your brother. Keep the comments flowing as well, fam. This is live and interactive. I stream each and every day, as you already know. Hit them with the intro. Hit them with the intro.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome to the fam. Howdy, Ricky. Tony says, is there a 100K song prepped and ready? Yes. Chandy said she'd be delivering it to me today. And there's going to be 2 versions. I'm actually looking forward to the 100K tracks locked and loaded. Bitcoin will be 100,000 by the end of the month. No doubt. Definitely in agreement there with you, Julie. Welcome to the stream. Shout out J Ivy. Yo, JV, pump it up. I got you, big dog.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.
Precisely what we're doing 7 days a week. Correcting at 87. Exactly. Finally, a correction since the November 5th presidential election. We've been hitting new all-time highs practically every day since then. And don't get it twisted. We're in an extremely volatile period. And you got to also consider we corrected to 88,000 or 87 yesterday, and the same day hit a new all-time high, which is now 93.5. So anything can happen. Be prepared. Whether we set up the Bitcoin up as a reserve or not, it continues upward. Precisely, Peter. You nailed it. Shout out Nate. Good to have you here as well. He says Bitcoin can go up 100K and drop down to 90, and people will be like, talk that ish. Well, there's always going to be those skeptics out there. Well, you're lucky it's not zero. It's going to zero. Peter Schiffmeister. It's a potato time in Idaho. That's right, 9 a.m. Good morning and welcome everybody. We're right at 88,000. Another divine omen. Maybe we'll go back on up. Smash 95 today. Anything is possible with the biddy. You know what I mean? This ain't a correction. Yeah. You can define it however you guys like, but the bottom line is Bitcoin's at 88,000 today. And just to give you some perspective, I'm going to open an app and I'm just going to show you how well it's doing for the week, for the month. So yeah, we may be down 4,800 from this time yesterday, but on the weekly, we're up almost 12 G's, 11,748. That's on Coinbase. On the monthly, what did Roy Jones say? Y'all must have forgot. Bitcoin's up 22 G's on the monthly. So yeah, I don't mind 88,000. Bitcoin's up 22,000 in the past 30 days. So to each their own, but it's all good. Welcome everyone. Good to have you guys here. Let me know what you're most excited for in the markets besides the obvious 100K milestone, which we will usher in and finally catch. I think we did like a 19-hour pump watch after the podcast yesterday. We ended it this morning. It was so long. You know it's long when YouTube won't allow you to keep it up because you exceeded whatever their limit is. I think it's like 18 hours or something like that. But you can still catch the replay if you guys missed it over on X and Rumble. We're streaming live right now on X, Rumble, and YouTube. This is a tri-stream family. Welcome, everyone. Let's get right into things. If you're new to the channel, smash the likes, then hit the subscribe button. It's free and easy to do, and 40% of the people that watch are not subscribed. What are you guys doing with your life besides stacking the pity? But with that being shared, today is pod episode 1818. 1818, we're at 88,000, 88, infinity. Ultimately, it's saying the Bitcoin price will go up forever, Laura. The infinity price action. The price action of Bitcoin, which is infinity, is equivalent to the max supply of Ethereum, which is also infinity. Ironic enough. It's crazy how that works. But anyways, today is November 14th, 2024. I'm your host, JV, and beautiful morning here in Puerto Rico, streaming to you live. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. Everything back in the red, minus XRP. Minus XRP and BNB and WIF and Pepe. Yeah, Bitcoin's correcting 5% on the day. We got Ether down 6.5, maintaining above 3 G's. And checking out Coinmarket, we just recently hit 3 trillion, which is on the cusp of new all-time high. Today it's 2.91 trillion. Big volume, 274 billion in the past 24 hours. With Bitcoin dominance should be close to 60%. Today it's 59.8%. Ether dominance back on the decline at 12.7%. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers of the past 24 hours. Today, MOG leading the pack. Looks like a meme coin, up 15%. And then, of course, Peanut the squirrel, who they decapitated. Very sad story, but his essence will forever live along with us. And they made a meme coin out of him. And he's up 1,300% on the week and another 10% on the day. And yesterday was the top gainer in the market. And it's already the number 50th largest crypto by market cap in the world. It eclipsed $2 billion, I believe, yesterday at the market cap. Yep. And today is just shy of $2 billion. But which alts, if any, fam, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the day. Most of the market back in the red after having a glorious past week, to say the least. And zooming out on the month, the majority of these alts are in the green. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're finally in extreme greed at an 88. And how many 88s are we seeing today? Price action is 88. Yeah, I mean, extreme greed 88. And the higher this number goes, the more likely of a pullback. And lo and behold, like clockwork, we're having a little bit of a pullback, and we're in extreme greed at an 88. You can see we've been in either greed or extreme greed for the past month off the back of the bull. And checking out the time chain calendar, we have 179,707 blocks until the next halving of 2028. And we're currently on block 870,293. You can currently exchange $1 for 1,103 sats. Again, $1 will buy you 1,103 sats. If you don't know, you can purchase any amount of Bitcoin. You don't got to be a whole coiner and have 87,000 or whatever the price is today to consider yourself a Bitcoiner. You can buy $5 worth, $10 worth. One Bitcoin can be divided by 100 million Satoshis. And by the time one Satoshi is equivalent to $1 US, one Bitcoin will be equivalent to $100 million. Just saying. Stack them stats accordingly, fam. 1111, another divine omen. We're digging it. I grew up in Ashire. Potatoes are the dream from time to time. Are those the dream potatoes? I like me the sweet potatoes because they're Bitcoin orange. 100,000 before December. There are reasons why Sailor and Popeye the Sailor Man, or are we talking about Michael the Sailor Man? Which one?
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Others just stack the biddy. In the end, it's all going to Bitcoin. It's the apex predator for a reason. And we all know one thing. Bitcoin's about to hit 100 G's. Whether it's today, tomorrow, Friday, as Max says, or the 16th, as Andrew Tate says, one thing we can all agree on, Bitcoin is about to hit $100,000. Can I get an amen? Six figs in play. I repeat, 6 figs in play. Rest in peace, Peanut the Squirrel and Fred the Raccoon. You'll never be forgotten. Welcome, Lock Sky. Good to have you here, bro. Shout out to Fairground, Cornwall, England in the building. Shortcoin's not a fan of the alts. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Thoughts on Jay Powell? He says he's too big to be fired. He don't take orders from the POTUS because the Fed is above the president, obviously. But yeah, not a good look. But at least he was honest. He could have just lied. Oh, yeah, I'll listen to whatever the president says. But no, he's like, no, we don't take orders from the president. What are you, stupid? I work for the Fed. I can't be fired. This is a godly position. The lizard people appointed me here. Nothing you guys can do. Sorry, Trump. I'm here to stay. But yeah, we know one thing's for sure. Gary Gensler, you're fired, bruh. Do you even Bitcoin, bruh? Now go home and get your Shinebox. Shinebox Gary. How do you like that? Shinebox Gary. I dig it. If Bitcoin ends the majority stake in your investment strategy, you're doing it wrong. Buy and hodl. Don't worry about a daily. Patience is thy key. Well said, Mark R. Well said. Dollar bills, yo. Bitcoins rule everything around me. Cream, get the biddy. $1 million bitch, yo. 225,000 by the end of the year. Send it. What he doesn't realize that the Fed is going to be abolished. He can keep his joke of a seat. Sack Gary Gensler. Hey, I think we can all be in agreement there. Free Ross and fire Gary. Day 1, January 20th. If Gary wants to save face, he can just walk out now and retire. Otherwise, they may have to bring back The Apprentice just to televise this special event. You're fired, Gary, live on TV. It'll be so embarrassing for his family. Yes, patience is thy key, a wise man once said. But anyways, fam, welcome everyone to joining the live stream. We're streaming live and in the flesh. We got 400 people already here, so happy 420, broskies. Proof of work, anyone who reposts the stream, comments and quotes get reposted during the live stream, such as Adam Taylor. He put JV is sneaking the bitty news in early. Sometimes you got to do what it do. You know what I mean? Tomorrow we'll be back to the normal time, 4 p.m. I know all week we've been early. But again, the early bird catches the Bitcoin worm. And the unvax broskies sell the unvax sperm. So we can buy more biddies, of course. I heard you get like 8,000 per load. Can't go wrong there. I heard the ladies, you can get like 30 G's for some unvax eggs. That's like almost a half a biddy. No brainer. Shout out Trey Diggs, proof of work. Appreciate you, bro. Always inspiring. You're one of the most ripped dudes I see ever. So very inspiring. Keep doing what you do. Get the latest crypto news. Tune in live. Let's go. Thank you, brother. And thank you again, Catherine Weaver. Shortcoin, Bitcoin, let's get it. Much love. Keep comments flowing. This is live and interactive. I will be streaming for the next couple of hours. 8,000 per load. That's the word on the street. It has to be unvaxxed. If your sperm is jabbed up, probably worthless, unfortunately. Bitcoin at 25,000 in play. Then it goes to 150. You're a dreamer. Respect, Muhammad. Respect. But I definitely dig the 150, 370, and especially considering you're delivering it on a silver platter with a guarantee. Assalamu alaikum, broski. Investing 40% for 10 years is matching the treasury. Fairground, one day it is definitely a surf holiday. Thank you, Streamlabs. We will have an uncensored version of the pod today. When the YouTube stream ends, we'll continue with the uncensored version of the pod on X and Rumble. The link is in there. Read the last comment. I got you. Let's see here what I miss. If possible, think this is a deep dip. Then they should look at the past years. 80% drop from the all-time high. I know. You're right. This is nothing. 6% is nothing. Couldn't agree more. It's what we refer to as a nothing burger. But yeah, we're not playing gratefulness. You can get $8,000 per load. Per load. How many loads can you knock out in a day? Is $1 million question. You know what I mean? 10 loads, 8 times 11 is 88. Divine numbers. I don't make up the math. This is God's language. 11 times 8 is 88. So for practically 11 loads of the unvaxxed sperm, you got yourself a Bitcoin. You can be a whole coiner. I know some of the broskies out there can knock that out in a 24-hour period. Done deal. You're a whole coiner. Stack the biddy accordingly. There will be a time soon where Bitcoin will be 888,000, and it's going to require, 111 loads to afford a single Bitcoin. So think about that. Shit out, Peter. Thankness, it's only a consolidation. That's right. Well, let's continue with the technical analysis. Check out some of the live charts and check out where the price action is likely going next. Headline reads, Bitcoin analysts brace for 6 figures. Brace yourself, bears, as the Bitcoin price seals 93.5, a new all-time high record, which we achieved all-time high live during our stream. That's right, as you can see here in the 1-hour chart. And congratulations to all the Bitcoiners out there. Virtually all of you are in profit unless you decided to buy at the top of 93.5, as we currently just corrected to 88, but you see the point. Yeah, TradingView showed volatility still present after Bitcoin notched 93.5 on Bitstamp, Coinbase, and that's the ballpark on most of the major exchanges. This came during the Wall Street trading session on the back of the latest U.S. inflation data. The October print of the CPI fell in line with expectations at 2.6%, while nonetheless still increasing, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, as outlined here. And despite implications for financial policy as a result, Bitcoin held steady, lads, managing a brief thrust above the 90,000 mark. Yes, that's right. Markets continue to bet on another interest rate cut by the Fed with the odds at over 80%, and I believe that's going to take place next month in December, right around the corner. Reacting crypto market commentator shared the following: CPI in line. See you at 100,000 Bitcoin next week. Now, Max Kaiser recently tweeted that he believes we'll be at 100,000 by Friday, and I saw Andrew Tate do something similar, but he's like, we'll be at 100,000 on the 16th, which I believe is Saturday, Stack and Saturday. Either way you slice it, we will be ushering in 100,000 during our live, whether it's during the pod or a pump watch. So brace yourself, bears. Brace yourself. Quoting Mikhail Van de Popp, CPI is higher as inflation rises to 2.6%. So laughable, as if are we still pretending inflation is under control at 2.6%? More like maybe, what does the food prices reflect? Maybe 20% in the past year? So I think that is insanity. But nonetheless, let's just entertain the BS. First initial response is the yields are falling down and the Bitcoin rallies upwards. Today it's PPI day, but I expect the yields to go up as the Fed is expected to keep the rates as they are. Now, 200,000 top joins Bitcoin price predictions. What are your thoughts on that? Quoting another analyst, Scoo, he says, flow is pretty slow and declining volume during the Asia session. And in one of his quick takes, Crypto Quant shared, notably, the on-chain top-bottom index had declined to the top levels that registered during the 73,000 price point back in March, signaling significant room for potential upside. The result was Bitcoin could potentially rise from its current level of 93 to reach a peak between 180 and 200,000. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. And before we pull up the live charts, here's what Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, updated us with. Bitcoin realized cost price, which you can see here in the chart with the black line, 2-year realized price, you can see in the blue line, 5 million realized price. You can see in the yellow line increasing sharply, just like in 2013, 2017, and 2020, 2021. Deja vu, TikTok. Next block. And quoting Dennis Porter, here are the rumors he keeps hearing. I keep hearing them as well. Multiple cabinet picks support a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Multiple countries are buying the biddy. Just haven't announced it yet, including a Middle Eastern nation, according to Max. 5+ countries are looking to pass a Bitcoin reserve law, and 10+ states will introduce strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation. I know one of them, I believe, is going to be Florida, as well as many other states. And game theory playing out in full effect. He says some of these rumors are true, and I can personally verify them. You will see some of them begin to be verified tomorrow. In this post, let's see what day it was originally on. The 14th. So tomorrow is the 15th. So by Friday, maybe Dennis Porter and Max Kaiser and Andrew Tate know something the rest of the masses don't know. Maybe the big announcement is going to be shared tomorrow from whatever nation secretly acquiring and stacking the biddy. Let me know your thoughts. More bullishness. VanEck predicts, major asset management firm, Bitcoin to reach 180,000 this cycle. I'd say that's easy peasy, even in a bear scenario. They say we will likely to make repeated all-time highs over the next 2 quarters, which would ultimately mean the finish, I guess, Q4 and maybe the first quarter of 2025, potentially the second quarter. Let me know your thoughts. And pulling up some of the live charts, let's check out some of the price action and what's happening right now via TradingView, via Coinbase. This is the 1-hour chart. We do have a target, which is bullish, sitting at 97,000, which will take us to a new all-time high on the cusp of the 6-figure milestone. And from the 1 hour, we'll zoom out for the Quattro hour. 4 hour. That's right. JV speaking a little Spanish. Bitcoin's currently trading at 88.4. Overall, still looking very bullish, but we do have that corrective 4-hour candle you can see on your chart. And zooming out from the 4 hour, we'll check out a 1 day. And Gary Gensler didn't even have to wear his toupee. I had to say it was a good day. Darn it. Yeah, so, very bullish since November 5th. Virtually every day has been a green daily candle close, and some of them very impressive on the cusp of God candles, which we define as 10K daily candles. We really define as demigod candles, which in between 5 and 10 G's. Pretty impressive. We had 2 of them in the past week. You know what I mean? And we had like an $8,000 price jump of the price action, which broke history, the largest price jump in fiat terms we have ever seen since the inception of Bitcoin. And zooming out from the daily, we'll take a quick look at a 1 week chart. We still have the sexy cup and handle target. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, I'd say 3 of the last 4 weekly closes have been impressive green. Monthly or weekly candle closes, and of course we're in Q4, so I expect more bullishness to continue here in Moonvember. We're halfway through the month. We do have a target sitting at 124,000. And zooming out from the weekly, we take a quick look at the monthly chart, as you can see on your screen. And yeah, this Moonvember candle continues to build. It's already the size of the previous 2 months combined, and we're only halfway through the month. So there you go. Let me know where you feel this price action will likely take us next for this month of November, Moonvember, in full effect. I bought at 19, at 59, and then it took a dive. I've been DCAing at $10 every day, worked my average down to 39 G's. I am happy. Shout out BS, well done, brother. What it do, Warpaint? Always a pleasure. Good to have you here with us. Better than I deserve. Thank you, says Warpaint. Right on. Stupid Gemini got me all excited yesterday. Sent out an email saying Bitcoin reached 110, but in fact, the highest it was 92. Was that a legitimate glitch from the exchange, or was it a scam email pretending to be the exchange? Did you look into it any further, Max? That's actually quite intriguing. The only way to win in Bitcoin is to dollar cost average, says Peter. Not true. There's a lot of ways you can win, but the most guaranteed way to win is going to be dollar cost average and just hodl. Because everyone who hodls for 4 years or longer, history has shown us, is in the green. Because Bitcoin typically adds a big fat zero to the end of the price action every 4-year cyclical cycle. And if we were to add that zero to today's price, we talking 880 G's per bitty. Just saying, I don't make up the rules. InfoWars was supposed to be sold to the highest bidder. That didn't happen. The investors that Alex had lined up had a bigger bid, but the Onion got it. What's the Onion mean? The government? No Hair Care Bear Gare is out of there. Saying goodbye. They should play Hit the Road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. For the Gensler. And it should be celebrated. You know what I mean? Internationally, around the world. The day Gary got fired day, like a national holiday. You know what I mean? I got the same notification on my phone. Oh, wow. So they must have glitched up, but that must have been intriguing. You guys probably like, what? 110 JV, where you at, bruh? But yeah, we didn't hit 110 unless it was a temporary glitch. I didn't get to look at the Gemini chart. But the all-time high across the board was roughly 93.5, the current all-time high. Unless we're talking Canadian dollars, it's then like 130,000 Australian dollars as well. Yeah, I mean, it's reaching new all-time highs in different currencies where there's mass inflation. Shout out everyone just joining the live stream. We streaming live and in the flesh. Bitcoin continuing to make history. Little pullback, but it's a great BTFD opportunity. We got 700 people here live on stream. We're on X. We're on Rumble. We're on the Tube. Question, what happens to Bitcoin if there's no electricity? Yes, pup elo. Well, there's, what's it called? Solutions for that, such as mesh networks and different types of alternative solutions where you don't need internet to still use your Bitcoin, believe it or not. Michael Saylor has talked about this, and Max Keiser have talked about it. I'm not going to go into great detail now, but I've shared those interviews when they're asked those questions on my channel, and there are solutions that exist. Maybe not everyone knows about these solutions, but if you're a Bitcoiner and you want to be able to use your Bitcoin if there was no electricity, you actually can. You can't use an ATM, though, so we can't say the same for fiat. Good luck going to a bank with no electricity. You can't make a single transaction. So keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Maybe you'll pull a Sam Bankman-Fried, start trading rice and beans like they do in the prison. With no electricity, maybe rice and beans is more valuable than your US dollars. You can eat them. You can't eat the dollars. The only thing useful for the dollar, you wipe your ass. That's about it. Maybe someone hacked into Gemini. I don't know. Anything on the grapevine on the US cap gain elimination on the biddy? Not sure what you mean, the USA cap gain. What does that even mean? You have to break that one down for me. But anyways, let's keep the comments flowing. Let's continue with the news. Again, shout out to everyone joining us. I appreciate those reposts. So Petrie, watching the show again. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you tuned in multiple days. That means you're a fan. Respect. There's no lettuce hands here. Yes, that's right, Steven. Shout out Crypto Surge. No Portnoy hands here, brother. Shout out Glenn Goober. Proof of Work Action Jackson. Thank you, brother. Just reposted you. If you guys haven't noticed, all of these reposts and comments on the stream and the algorithm on X help tremendously. That's how we always end up with thousands of people on the live stream. So keep them coming. I appreciate it. I do always check them, and I'll shout you out, I promise. But let's continue with the news. We still got a lot to share in the headlines. And yes, Chandy is working on some new 100K tracks. which will be just in time by the time we hit 100,000. So we're looking forward to playing those jammy jams as well. But I'm going to take a sip of this Spindrift. I got a Bitcoin feeling.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a pump night. It's gonna be a pump night. It's gonna be a Bitcoin pump night. Tonight's the night. Let's pump it up. Got my
Tonight may be the night. Never underestimate the biddy. If one thing you have learned over the past 16 years, never underestimate the Bitcoin. Just saying. Welcome everyone just joining the live. Let's continue with the news. Next, let's discuss 100K income in any day. Like I said, Max Kaiser says by Friday. Andrew Tate says by Saturday. It could happen anytime now. The excitement has surrounded us. We already tapped 93.5. Next logical milestone is going to be 100K. So let me know your thoughts. Bitcoin surpassed 90 Gs, record high November 13th, just over a week after Trump won the 2024 presidential election. Bitcoin's over 100%. Year-to-date rally has outshined most traditional financial assets, according to the chief analyst at BitGet. November, or Moonvember, is historically known as the best month for the biddy returns, and Bitcoin could be on track to 100 Gs. Let me rephrase that. Bitcoin is on track to 100 Gs. 6 figs all day, quoting Lee here. If history repeats itself and Bitcoin price grows as projected, a 15% from the current price level will push the coin well above 100,000 target for the month. The post-halving cycle trend is also very positive when projecting the future of Bitcoin. Here's the 1-month chart. We're up $22,000 right now in the past 30 days. That's with the correction right now at 88. $22,000 gains. That means we were just up 27,000 yesterday in 1 month. Let that one sink in. Bitcoin is already up over 20% on the month of Moonvember, when it has historically averaged over 44% monthly returns. We're only halfway there. We got a lot more climbing to do, ladies and gents. The analyst predictions come after Bitcoin staged the best weekly return since the U.S. banking crisis of March 2023, with the world's first crypto topping 90 Gs to set new record highs. And again, 93.5 is the current all-time high. Other analysts are also bullish on the Bitcoin price trajectory leading into next year. VanEck analysts believe that a Trump victory will spur crypto adoption in the world's largest economy, setting up Bitcoin for a break above 100 Gs within months. I'd say within days. VanEck analyst shared, predicting the price is a difficult bet, but we expect Bitcoin to have limited downside now given the bullish impetus. Plus the fact that we have avoided a recession, which at one point looked highly plausible. We expect the biddy to range and accumulate a bit, and in our view, a target of 100 Gs in a few months doesn't seem too far-fetched. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I think it'll happen any day. I think it may happen today. It may happen tomorrow. It may happen Saturday. Let me know your thoughts. And beyond Trump's upcoming presidency, Bitcoin's main catalysts include expectations of continued interest rate cuts in the U.S. and Bitcoin's reduced supply issuance after the 2024 halving. Currently, there's only 450 Bitcoin being minted and awarded to the miners each and every day. Yesterday, I got word BlackRock purchased 5,000 Bitcoin. That's like 11 or 12x the current supply. One institution. Supply shock incoming. Mark my words. Despite optimistic predictions, the crypto market may need deleveraging before Bitcoin can surpass 100,000. According to some, leverage needs to be cleaned up before the attack on 100 Gs. Please manage your risk carefully. Let me know if you agree, disagree, and that's coming from Crypto Quant. Bitcoin's estimated leverage ratio across all crypto exchanges stood at 0.215, which marks a high last seen in October of 2023. So there you go, crypto bro. Welcome, yo. What's going on? Shout out to the Bring Facts. Howdy be thy name. I get the best cannabis in Mexico. What, you gotta flex on us now? I dare say I'll put the Puerto Rico cannabis up against the Mexico cannabis, and I think Puerto Rico will win. We're talking about dispensary buds, 100% legal, by the way. I'm just saying. 16 days more in Moonvember, 100K before November 30th. For shizzle, send it. I wasn't innocent. I did sell back in the day before it was legal. Now it's legal. I can just open a business. So I did. Did I really do anything wrong? I was guilty of having MDMA, something I would later get a prescription for and never get filled. I don't know what that stands for. MDMA. You got to fill me in. Considering the fact that all Americans commit at least 3 felonies a day and don't know it, yeah, if you actually read the laws, you probably realize that may be true. Maybe some commit 10 a day, 20 a day. Pretty wild. But welcome everyone just joining us. What's good in the hood? Who got that Bitcoin feeling? New all-time high, 100K incoming. Send it. I'm good today. Just slept in so I don't get tired at my DJ Bouncer gig tonight. Are you going to play a little Mikey Sailor mix? We call them poor. We call them poor. The cannabis is just so dang strong. I'm a lightweight. I'm literally a lightweight. I'm 135 pounds.
Ladies, let's pump it up. I feel that, just stack them like on my Satoshi. Say on that sofa, let's pump, watch. I know that we'll raise the bar. We'll manifest and pump the beat up and rock it to the stars. So there ain't no doubt I wanna pump, let's go way up, spaced out to the moon with no control.
Shout out Chandy 10 Music. This is a new track. I got a Bitcoin feeling, and you can find it on our channel, Chandy 10-Music, the #1 Bitcoin music channel. If you enjoy the playlist during the pump watches where we go 18 hours straight, like we just did from yesterday to today, we just play nonstop Chandy jams, watching the charts with the broskies, Chart Watchers Anonymous. That's where you find her music, and they have videos to go along with these tracks as well. I highly recommend checking them out if you've never seen them. Let's go. My Trump shoes didn't come in yesterday, but I am opening them right now. Just got them. Congratulations, brother. We got to see these Trump shoes. Did you get the gold color, or did you get the USA color, or did you get the Bitcoin orange? Let me know. And did you get any NFTs with those shoes? Holla. But yeah, let's continue with the headlines. Bitcoin approaching a 2 trillion market cap, all-time high on the heels of overpassing Google. That's right. Bitcoin's market cap trading steady above 90 Gs. Its market cap exceeded the world's biggest oil producer, Saudi Aramco, and has come closer to the tech Goliaths. That's right. November 14, Bitcoin recorded a market cap 1.81 trillion, a new all-time high. Congratulations, brothers and sisters, making it the 7th biggest asset in the world. We're coming for you, Google. We're coming for your Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, and gold. You don't stand a chance. And you can see the gold market cap currently sitting just above 17.2 trillion. So another 8x for Bitcoin to overtake gold. Send it. Bitcoin passed silver November 12th. Sayonara, try tomorrow, silver, to rank the top 8 assets while trading at a market price of 89.5. Continuing the bullish momentum, Bitcoin price surged above 91 Gs 2 days later, overshadowing Saudi Aramco, the largest oil company of the world. The entire crypto market cap is currently roughly 3 trillion, making it the 8th largest in gross domestic product terms, behind the US, China, Germany. I bet you they feel sorry for losing billions by selling their Bitcoin stash at 50 Gs. Just have to throw that in there. Japan, India, the UK, and France, according to data from the International Monetary Fund, FDIMF. We don't need them. Bitcoin stands behind Alphabet, the parent company of Google, which boosts a near 2.2 trillion market cap. So that will be the next one Bitcoin overpasses, and that can happen any day now. The top 5 assets, as I mentioned, gold, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. Now think of this. There's already rumors that Microsoft may be adopting Bitcoin. Imagine that, what that would do for Bitcoin if they pulled the Sailor put like MicroStrategy. What if Apple did that, or Nvidia, or any of these other giants such as Amazon? Or what if they accepted Bitcoin as a form of payment on Amazon, saving all the merchant fees and passing that savings on to the customers, being it's the largest retail marketplace in the world? I would assume Amazon is even larger than Walmart, hence why we don't see Walmart in the top list right here. So if any of these Goliaths adopt Bitcoin, game on. Game on. Ethereum follows the Bitcoin footsteps. Based on the current market, Bitcoin would have to almost double its market cap to beat the tech giants in the list. Even then, the market cap of gold would be about 5 times that of Bitcoin. More than that, but close enough. Keeping up with Bitcoin, the Ether market cap also continues to rise. Ethereum recently passed the Bank of America as its market price reached $3,200. on November 10th. And as of November 14th, Ethereum stands as the 29th largest asset in the world in terms of market cap. In the last 4 days, it also surpassed the market cap of Netflix and Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson's where Diddy was getting all that baby oil. Just saying, no Diddy around yonder. But yeah, yo, what are your thoughts on that? Do let me know. Here comes the Saudis buying bigly. It may be the Saudis. Supposed to be a big announcement allegedly by tomorrow. Max predicted 100,000 incoming tomorrow. And of course, Dennis Porter said a big announcement of a country secretly stacking the Bitcoin. He says he independently confirmed the rumor. So we'll soon find out. Tomorrow may be a big show. We may hit that 100K milestone. Maybe that's been buying all along and is not yet disclosed. Correct. More than likely, these other nations who have been secretly buying have been buying because they're not going to announce it and then let everyone front run them and pay more. They're not going to make an announcement, drive the price up to 150,000 and then start buying. That means they already started to accumulate. All the smart companies probably already started to accumulate. When the earnings report come out, which is usually quarterly, that's when we get notified. But yeah, you never know. Maybe that shareholder meeting in Microsoft already took place. Maybe they already are adapting to Bitcoin adoption and they didn't announce it yet. You just never know. Expect the unexpected. 88,808. Tell me that's not a divine omen. How many 88s did we see today? 880 viewers on stream. You can't make this ish up. I'm seeing crazy 8s everywhere. Remember in Kill Bill, the crazy 88 gang? 88. You can't escape it. The Saudis only buy at 25. I disagree there, Muhammad. I believe they've already started to buy. Corrections start. If you consider this a correction, I mean, yesterday we were 87, and by the end of the day, we were 93.5, hitting new all-time highs in price discovery. We can be back to price discovery during the live stream. I'm just saying anything can happen. The news would send it. Exactly. Sell the rumor, buy the news, as they say. But anyways, family, keep the comments flowing. Let's get the biddy.
A biddy up, doing biddy, don't fill up my cup, mazel tov, look at it rising, just taking off here. Let's paint our future with a green candle glow. Let's hit a new all-time Bitcoin high, and then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's
Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it and do it again. 1888. Oh, that's right. That's right. Not only that, today is podcast 1818. Like, it's just crazy 8s. Right now on the screen, you see 88,820. We're doing podcast like 1818. There's 880 people on the, now there's 912, but a moment ago it stopped at 880. Just like 8888. Let's just send it to 100K. I think that's the sign we needed to see. Bitcoin to 100K. Send it. Good question, Debo. Have we had price discovery every day since election? I think so. I think Bitcoin has broke out in price discovery multiple times every day since election. Maybe wrong. There may have been one day where it didn't, but it seems like it has. I've been doing pump watches every evening since, pretty much. There may have been one day we didn't, but for the most part, since November 5th, we've been virtually breaking out virtually every day, which means just about every day, right? But anyways, keep comments flowing. Let's continue with the news. A headline caught my eye, and I found this interesting. FBI raids home of the Polymarket CEO, Shane Copeland. Now, if you're not familiar with Polymarket, it's the largest prediction market for betting. And we were following it the night of the election and how it was ultimately right in alignment with the Bitcoin price action, the bigger the Trump lead versus Harris, which was very fascinating. So I want to read this story. The U.S. FBI raided the home of Polymarket CEO Shane Copeland November 13th, seizing his phone and electronics. Now, first and foremost, my first instinct, that's extremely messed up. Why in the world would they do that? They think he maybe got some insider information. I don't know. Let's continue to read. Copeland was woken up at 6 a.m. in New York by U.S. law enforcement officials. Why are they going to come so early and wake you up? damn it, who demanded he hand over his phone and electronics. The New York Post reported, citing a source close to the matter. The Polymarket spokesperson confirmed the incident, calling the raid obvious political retribution, figures, by the outgoing Biden administration for providing a market that correctly called the 2024 presidential election. That's my initial instinct as well. The Biden administration raided his house, sent the FBI there because they're upset that Trump got the win and they predicted the win. And Polymarket did not help Kamala, as by the end of the election, we looked at it. It was like 97% in Trump's favor to win with 3% in Harris. And when it started the day, it was like 60-40, and it just kept instrumentally building throughout the evening. We witnessed it. We did a live pump watch, election pump watch, and we were monitoring the Bitcoin price and how it all correlates. But anyways, quoting them here, we charge no fees, take no trading positions, and allow observers from around the world to analyze all market data as a public good. We look forward to standing up for ourselves and our community and continuing to help people every day. People understand important world events. The FBI did not arrest Copeland. They just seized his assets. That's kind of crazy, right? And here's what Shane, the CEO, wrote. It is discouraging that the current administration would seek to a last-ditch effort to go after companies they deem to be associated with political opponents. We are deeply committed to being nonpartisan, and today is no different. But the incumbents should do some self-reflecting and recognize that taking a more pro-business, pro-startup approach may be what would have changed their fate this election. Polymarket has provided value to tens of millions of people this election cycle while causing harm to nobody. We are deeply proud of that. I am also proud to say that the future of America, in particular America entrepreneurship, has never been brighter. In the face of adversity, we build, and even hit him with the American Eagle emoji. Whoa. Now, a person close to the matter described Copeland's incident as grand political theater, quoting him here. They could have asked his lawyer for any of these things. Instead, they staged a so-called raid so they can leak it to the media and use it for obvious political reasons. And that makes 100% sense to me. Let me know if you disagree. The New York Post source speculated the government is likely trying to build a case that accuses Polymarket of market manipulation and rigging its polls in favor of Trump. Unbelievable. So anyways, Polymarket saw $3.7 billion worth of bets placed on the presidential election winner. Damn. Which prompted critics to call out the platform's influence. U.S. residents are banned from placing bets on the platform, but Americans can circumvent that prohibition through a VPN. Polymarket was repeatedly checking to ensure whales placing big bets in the lead up were based overseas, and prior to Polymarket's rise in popularity, it reached 1.4 million settlement with the U.S. commodities regulator back in January of 2022 for offering more than 900 event-based binary options, event market, without obtaining registration. So there you have it, yo. Let me know your thoughts on that. And how many of you are using Polymarket or do use that as a source? Let me know. Strawberry Moon, baby. Tally 2021 circulated silver dollar had $1 worth of silver in 1921, but that's now worth $50. Took 100 years for 50x. Damn. Definitely some shady-ish going on. Agreed there, Miles. It is my right to break the laws just as much as it is their rights to ignore the Constitution. Doesn't mean either side is right. That is manipulation of the laws. Declares Dankness. Good point there. 12 or so countries do not tax in Bitcoin, but you'd have to see how and if they'd accept you. Through marriage? Not sure. USA must follow. Says Peter. Unboxing the video on the Discord. Right on. That's what's up, Facts. Thank you for sharing. Make sure to join the Discord so you can see the unboxing of the new Trump shoes to Facts. The combination made my funds bleed before preparing a cup of coffee with a hazelnut. If your government can ignore your private property laws, you aren't free. You are slaves with false freedoms. Preach, Dankness. Preach. They are a Gestapo. Well said, Ryder. Preach.
Do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's pump it, I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a pump night. It's gonna be
a Bitcoin pump night. Shout out to High Priority Network. Thank you guys. Again, appreciate the repost. We got close to 1,000 people already on the stream. Thanks to you guys. So thank you. Crypto is fiat currency. It says adopt. I don't know how you figure that one. Obviously, fiat is physical. Crypto is digital. Anyways, maybe trying to seek attention. Mission accomplished. But welcome everyone joining the stream. I wonder what Polymarket is saying. Oh yeah, I already looked it up. It's 2.5 to 1. So for every let's just keep it simple. For every $100 you bet on Tyson is the underdog. You'll win 350, so 250 profit. So if you place a $100 bet on Tyson, and this was as of yesterday when I checked the Polymarket odds on the fight, because I'll be watching the fight tomorrow, Tyson versus Paul, legendary Iron Mike. I mean, how could you not support him? But yeah, he's the underdog. So if you bet 100 and win on Mike, you're going to win 250 profit. So a $100 bet returns $350. You bet on Paul, you don't win much. He's the favorite. I mean, he's much younger. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Mike is 58. But I think we're all rooting for Mike. I haven't met a single human being rooting for Jake, maybe except Amanda Serrano, because he gives her $1 million opportunities. And maybe Jake's mom. I don't even know if Logan is rooting for Jake, to be quite honest. Who knows? Hoy Hobla Powell. J-Pow there, brother. Tyson for the win. It's going to be pretty lit. Let me know if you guys will be watching. If we're pump watching, I may be doing both at the same time. Just saying. If the market's pumping tomorrow and we're on the cusp of hitting 100K, we're going to be watching the market pump watch 100%. But if there's also a fight, that's why we got multiple devices. I may be watching the fight on the phone, watching the pump watch on the screen. Maybe we'll dual split it, but one way or the other. Anyways, we need the entertainment. That's what we live for, the entertainment. Got a feeling vibes. That's right. Only Bitcoin has an immaculate conception. Jake has a plan until he gets punched in the motherfucking face.
Upon night, it's gonna be a Bitcoin pump night. Hey, let's take 90 G's.
90 G's. Victory, family. But yeah, keep the comments flowing. Let's continue with the news. Next story. Let's discuss the latest from on-chain analyst Willy Woo, his roadmap of how Bitcoin is going to perform here this cycle, and then we'll dive into a $500,000 prediction, and then we'll tap into some live Q&A, and we'll move on to the uncensored extended version of the pod. But yeah, the headline here reads, on-chain analyst Willy Woo says Bitcoin is entering unfettered price discovery with the next price target now in play. Willy Woo is leaning bullish on the bitty amid the flagship crypto asset rapid advance over the past couple of days. Woo shared on X that while Bitcoin is primed to go higher, the targets that Bitcoin could potentially hit can only be determined by extrapolation, quoting the analyst here. When Bitcoin breaks into all-time highs, there is no prior history of resistances for the market to trade around. This means price goes into unfettered price discovery. Expect wild swings. Precisely what we've been seeing. In these situations, we have two guidelines to find new resistances. We have the Fibonacci bands using magic numbers seen in nature and real liquidation levels of market positions. Personally, I love the Fibs. Fibonacci bands is a technical analysis tool that uses the Fibonacci numbers in a combination with the Bollinger bands and as an indicator used to determine overbought or oversold conditions, as well as measuring the volatility. And according to Willy Woo, Bitcoin is likely to appreciate by around 16% from the current level after a period of consolidation. Quoting him here, 88 to 91,000 was the first target. We hit it. Consolidation should happen here. This is both from local Fibonacci levels and liquidation levels where most of the shorts have been taken out. It is the end of compulsory buying from short sellers getting cold. 102,000 is the next macro Fibonacci level using the last cycle high and this cycle low. Let's see where the new liquidation clusters around. But for now, that's our next target based on Fibonacci numbers. So there you go. 102. Next big target, according to the Fibs. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Willy Woo. Jake's going to learn the hard way that you don't talk about somebody's deceased kid. Ooh, was he talking ish about his deceased kid? I didn't even see that. But it was, I saw some clips from the face-off the other day, and one was powerful. They asked Mike, like, something about his kids, and Mike said, my kids don't know, like, they just think I'm a normal person, but on fight night, they're going to see how special their father truly is. And it's like, ooh, that was pretty deep. What up, JV? Shout out Jesse Oro. What to do? Tyson's bones and his fist are like titanium. That's why old guys are not to be messed with. They didn't make it to that age without a fight. Iron Mike, Jakey Paul, who's going to win? Are you guys betting? Polymarket again. Tyson, 2.5 to 1 underdog. So the betting odds are on, obviously, you get the big payout on the underdogs. So let me know. Come on, Katie Taylor. Yeah, I love that fight as well. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, their first fight was fire. Probably one of the best women boxing fights of all time. So that's going to be pretty lit as well. Who do you think is going to win there? Let me know. That's the undercard, I would imagine. Right before the main fight, I would assume. And then the other fights are people I never even heard of. Something interesting I saw a highlight of as well. I don't know why we're talking about the fight. I guess because it's tomorrow. But they asked all the fighters on the stage. It was like Ariel Helwani, like, who do you think's going to win? And all the fighters who are fighting that were on stage for the press conference. And almost all of them said Mike, minus Amanda, who is like pro Jake because she's making millions, thanks to his promotions, lo and behold. But most of them said Mike. So then Jake got pretty offended and he said, okay, put your money where your mouth is. How much do you want to bet? 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 And virtually called them all out to place bets if they're that sure that Mike is going to win. I found that very interesting, at least entertaining. It's definitely a spectacle. Welcome everyone join the live stream. We're streaming live and in the flesh. Bitcoin is maintaining above 89 Gs. We're only down 3,200 on the day. We're going to have a great buying opportunity here for you right now. But it won't last long. 1,100 sats per dollar right now. You may have less than 1,000 sats per dollar by tomorrow. Just saying. Jake put some real gay stuff. Yeah, that was messed up. All the kissing. I don't understand that. Were they like French kissing? I was like scratching my head. Like, what's going on there? Yeah, I don't get that either. But anyways, this morning it was 88. 89, 90, and we catch the next rocket. Yeah, this morning we're 91. 1111. We have 1,111 people on the stream. Let's go. Another divine omen. It stopped right at 1111. Beautiful. And it's just sitting there. I love it. Sometimes I got to take screenshots as like a proof of work just to show you I'm not playing because you can't see this number. But that's 1111. 1111 viewers. Do you see that? Still on 1111. Wow. Man, that's the indicator I've been seeking. 100K incoming, fam. Done deal. We got the 1111, all the 88 omens today. Game on. Game on. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day, and then we'll dive into some live Q&A with our uncensored version of the pod. Thank you guys again for the support. Much appreciated. So yeah, welcome everyone. Angel numbers are here, Rock Mama. You got it. It's a very special time in Bitcoin. Happy to be on the boat and excited for what's to come. Amen. You and I both. All right, now for our feature story of the day. Bitcoin bitty bitty boom. Expert eyes $500,000 Bitcoin and declares a $1 million target absolutely within reach. Keyword, absolutely in reach. As you can read here in the headline, Bitwise's Matt Hougan predicts 500 Gs, baby. As Bitcoin's maturity threshold with $1 million absolutely possible as the Bitcoin price rises to compete with gold. Do you hear that, Peter Schiff? Did anyone give a wellness check to Peter Schiff yesterday when we hit 93.5? He wrote like an essay. I was going to even read it out loud because I saw he tweeted something about Bitcoin yesterday, but it was like an essay. It was like 10,000 words, so I wasn't going to read that crap. But anyways, Matt Hougan, Chief Investment Officer at Bitwise Asset Management, shared his perspective on the Bitcoin trajectory in a blog post Tuesday, arguing that despite the recent price surges, the digital asset remains in its early stages until it reaches the coveted 500,000 milestone. That's 500 Gs, baby. Ultimately 5x where we're at. Hougan opened his analysis by noting it is no longer the first inning, but until Bitcoin hits 500 Gs, it's still early. He highlighted Bitcoin's recent price milestone, showing a substantial 100% increase this year. That's right, 100%. Not too shabby. Though he acknowledged the potential for the price volatility, Hougan expressed optimism about the further growth, sharing the following. The market may pull back by the time we publish. It has come so far. so fast. But 100,000 feels like it could be right around the corner. He assured that investors still have time to enter the market and experience gains in the long term. Now, the executive defined 500,000 as a crucial point for Bitcoin's maturity, sharing the following. In my view, 500 per coin is the correct demarcation between early and late for a very simple reason. It marks the point where Bitcoin would be mature. That's what's up. So what is he saying? Is Ethereum immature? Maybe it is. Definitely the dollar. This outlook is based on Bitcoin's potential to reach a status similar to that of gold in the store value market. And if you missed yesterday's pod, Max Kaiser made a bold prediction. He was on Alex Jones via InfoWars before they confiscated his studio here today. And he shared that Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to reach $800,000 in a similar concept because it's going to overtake gold as it's superior in every way. Now, as Bitcoin acceptance grows, Hougan envisions it gaining parity with gold, which has an 18 trillion market cap compared to Bitcoin at roughly 2 trillion, which is the recent all-time high. So why 500 G's? He was asked, explaining, today gold is an 18 trillion market cap and Bitcoin is roughly 2 trillion. That puts the store value market at roughly 20 trillion. A mature Bitcoin would be at a minimum share this market equally with gold. Let me know if you agree or disagree. The Bitwise exec further noted that there are roughly 20 million Bitcoins in circulation, with 1 million more expected to be issued over the next 100 years. He added that when Bitcoin attains a valuation of 500,000 per coin, it represents about half of the store value market, equivalent to the gold share, meaning that until then, it's still early, still bottom of the first, fam. Hougan also predicted that even greater heights beyond this threshold, stating, ultimately, I think we will go higher. My 500,000 target is based on Bitcoin eating into gold's market share, when in reality, I think it will actually grow the overall market. He suggested that the market may expand as governments increase debt and currency production, ultimately inflating the value of stores of value like Bitcoin, he concluded. Could we see a $1 million Bitcoin or higher? Absolutely. But 500,000 feels like a good start. Send it. Let me know if you agree, disagree with Matt Hougan. And yeah, 500K, 1 milli. And as I shared earlier, I just want to reiterate these rumors, which Dennis says he has verified. He says, I can personally verify them. You'll see some of them begin to be verified tomorrow. Again, big news. Multiple cabinet picks support a strategic Bitcoin reserve, such as here in the United States. Multiple countries are buying Bitcoin and haven't announced it yet. Max Kaiser said the same thing. 5+ countries are looking to pass Bitcoin reserve laws. Let's go. 5 more countries. Bring it. And 10+ states will introduce strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation, such as we've seen some big news coming out of Florida recently. Let me know your thoughts off the back of some of this news, and where do you think the Bitcoin price action is likely to take us next as we recapture 89 G's. Holla at your boy. And let me know. And welcome everyone to the live stream. This is the Q&A segment of the live show. Good to have you guys here with us here today.
Got my bitty nose, let's raise the bid, let's raise it up. Laying up and smashing records like oh my Satoshi, like my Satoshi.
Oh, my Satoshi. MicroStrategy is Michael's strategy.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right?
If you got the superior asset, it's going up forever. GT Lions and Nashoba and Shortcoin and Dankness and Surge and Nipsey, Squirrel, Fred, Raccoon.
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
That means forever. But anyways, fam, we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod, which ultimately means the 250 of you on YouTube right now, you ain't got to go home. I want you to continue to watch, but you got to switch your platform because YouTube is heavily censored, especially around these times. And I got to be very careful about what I say. And I like to speak freely, exercising my First Amendment right to freedom of speech. So head on over to the Rumble or X. We're streaming right now on Rumble, YouTube, and X. YouTube is coming to an end. So if you don't move to X or Rumble, adios. But hopefully I see you on the Rumble. Again, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net for the uncensored version of the pod. YouTube stream should be ending any moment.